We're going to walk through HubSpot's email marketing tool from start to finish on how you can easily create, design, and edit the emails, pick the right lists that are your audiences to send it to, and get it out in a way that is completely automated so it hits people's inboxes and gets the optimal engagement and conversion. So let's dive right on it. So first things first, we got to get to the email tool within HubSpot. In the navigation bar underneath marketing, you'll see the tab email. We'll click on that. That'll drop us right into our marketing email dashboard. Well, you'll see the list of emails that are either in draft, scheduled, sent, or archived. If you have any sent or archived emails, you can click into them to see their performance and the engagement on any aspect of the email, and even use that to create lists for future emails, or if you wanted to send it over to your sales team. But for today, let's go in and create a brand new email. And in the upper right-hand side, you'll see the button, Create Email. We'll click that, and you'll get a pop-up here. You have three options that you can select from: regular, automated, or Blogger RSS. If you're on a HubSpot professional marketing plan, you'll have this automated option here. This allows you to automatically send out emails based upon people's behaviors. So if somebody viewed your pricing page, you can send an email. If there's a new deal created and that contact is associated to it, you can send them an email. But for today, we're going to use the regular email just so we can walk through the editor and how you can customize it to your liking. So let's click on regular and jump right on in. Great. Now we're inside the email template picker. And so I would highly recommend you go over to the drag and drop tab. And what you'll see are a couple pre-built templates for you, either basic or a bunch of others in the more category. Well, you'll see any of the layouts that you can pick from. So there's a welcome layout, simple, promotion, plain, newsletter, and many more. For today, let's just click on welcome, and this is going to pull up the email editor right inside of HubSpot. And to give you a few things, just to get your bearings within the editor, on the left-hand side are your content blocks and layouts. And on the right-hand side is your email builder and editor that you can use to drag and drop and manipulate how you present the email and how you want your audience to actually view it. So just to give you a quick brief demo on the layouts, this is a key element to the email marketing builder here. And what we can do is just drag and drop these layouts onto the email, which gives us our layouts. In this case, we did a 2-column. If you wanted to create a 3-column, you can customize it here on the left-hand side. If you want a 1/3 and 2/3, you can do that as well, and so on and so forth. The other element of the layout settings is you can actually just drag and drop this middle bar to change how you give each side its given width. So let's click done on this one. And then with the content blocks, what we can do is drag any of them into the layout sections. So let's just go ahead and drag and drop text onto that area there. Let's do the same thing maybe with an image on the right-hand side here. So let's just select an image, or maybe even better yet, use HubSpot AI to generate one. Let's call this one a scenic view from the top of a mountain, and click generate. This will use HubSpot AI, which is embedded now all throughout the platform, to basically create the content for you, which is super nice. So let's pick this one, and we'll insert that right into our email here. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So now what? Let's actually go ahead and just delete this section completely. I think we did a decent run through on the layouts, and if you want to play with them on your own, by all means, have at it. So let's just delete this section now that we see what AI can do within HubSpot, and we built a 2-column layout. And now let's get into the personalization of HubSpot. This is one of the really powerful elements and one of the strongest features of HubSpot, is because it's built on top of the Smart CRM platform. All of the data that you have stored in your CRM allows you to use it in all other places within HubSpot. And in this case, we can personalize our emails based upon any of the properties we have on the given companies, on the contacts, which allows us to make really powerfully dynamic content. So let's go ahead and show what that looks like. So let's just separate the welcome friend and the thank you. And let's remove welcome friend and say welcome, and we'll take the person's first name. So we click the personalization token up here, which gives us a pop-up, and we select the contact record, and we type in first name. This will insert that person who's going to be receiving the email. It'll insert their first name, which is really cool. And so let's actually see what that looks like now. So one of the other elements to HubSpot email is in the actions dropdown in the upper right. We can preview it. So let's click it right here. This gives us a preview of what the email is going to look like on desktop, as well as what the email is going to look like on mobile. So right now it just says welcome there. There's the default for first name. But if we looked up myself here and wanted to see what it looked like as Greg Karelitz, the recipient of this email, it'll say welcome, Greg, and same on mobile. Pretty cool right there. So anytime you want to test your personalization tokens to see how it's going to look, open up that preview pane and select a contact that will allow you to see how it will dynamically load based upon any of the values you have. So now we've covered layouts, a little bit of personalization. Now let's add some buttons to our email as well. So just for the sake of making our layout look nice, let's delete the bullets. Let's also delete the thanks here. And let's drag on this button content here underneath the paragraph we have. And let's say, click this button to view pricing. And I don't really like the blue. So let's go ahead and change the background color here, maybe to a brand color we have of this orange. And now we see our personalization tokens, the copy of our email, and this button we've just added where you can add the URL, download, a subscription link, a CTA inside of HubSpot, or even a meeting link of any of the owners of the contact that will be receiving this, so they can instantly book a meeting with you as well. And if you want to change the text or the font of it, you can go ahead and do any of that in the editor here. And if you wanted to add more padding around it too, you can do that as well. So the buttons have some nice styling components that you can do here. Let's just give one more preview to see how our email is looking across desktop and mobile. I'm really liking it. So the button fits perfectly on both desktop and mobile. And let's do one other thing of getting rid of our company logo here. Or even better yet, let's actually move it into the email body itself. So I'm going to drag this content block right inside our white background here. And we're going to delete this section above. And let's go ahead and add our company logo. So if we go and we see our logo here, that's obviously way too big. Let's try to move this down to like maybe 45 pixels or 35 pixels, like that a lot. But one thing that is bothering me is the lack of padding above and below the logo as well. So if we wanted to manipulate that, we can click into that section. And as we scroll down, you'll see the opportunity to change padding on top, bottom, left, or right. So I'm going to go ahead and put 30 pixels of padding above our logo and do one more preview here just to see how this looks. I'm really starting to like the way that this looks here. So let's get out of preview and let's do one last thing just to make this email a little bit spicier. Let's drag an image between the button and paragraph, and we're going to select one of our product images that we already have of a cool surfer guy wearing one of our necklaces. I like the width. Let's do one thing on adding additional padding above the button. So we'll get that up to 30 pixels there. We'll do one final preview. On desktop, it's rocking. On mobile, it looks really good. And we'll do our preview as me again. And I like it. So let's move into the next element of our email, which is the settings. So we want this sent from Greg at PVOs. So the from name, you can change or create a personalization token here. So if you want it sent from the sales owner or a particular person, you can add that from name right here. And from the from address, you can change who it's sent from as well. And you can choose to use a different reply address as well. So if you want it to look like it's sent from Greg at pvos.co, that could be the from address. And you can change the reply address to be Greg at Gmail or gcorrales at Gmail. But in this case, I'll just use the reply as the same one. And in our subject line, we're going to personalize it to also include the person's first name. So this email will say, Greg, we hope you like this new necklace. So that will dynamically change based upon who is receiving it. You can add the personalization text into the preview as well. And we'll name this email New Necklace Email. The subscription type on here, we'll just have it be marketing information, and the office location will be our HQ as well. So that's our quick rundown on the settings. And then for send and schedule, this is where we can pick the audience we want to receive this email. So the send to, within HubSpot, you can select any of the lists you've created, whether it be leads or an abandoned cart or customers, or you can select individual contacts as well. Or if you want to create a new list to say, I want this to go to all of the people who have been a customer for more than 12 months. You can build that logic right into the lists within HubSpot and use that as your recipient's audience on the email. In this case, we'll just do customers. And if you ever wanted to exclude a particular audience as well, you can add a list to exclude here too. Now, our sending options. This is also a really nice feature within HubSpot. You can have it be send now, which as soon as you click review and send, this email is going to go out to those folks on the audience list immediately. Or today's Saturday, I don't want it to be sent on a Saturday. And I really think that emails get most opened on a Tuesday at 9 a.m. So we're going to select this upcoming Tuesday at 9 a.m. And then something else that's really nice about HubSpot is you can send this based upon the contact's time zone. So I'm here in Boston. If somebody's in San Francisco, this email is going to get sent out at 9 a.m. Pacific. So you can see here, we have the estimated recipients, the 245 out of 254, because folks might be opted out. And then we can also create an automation too, if we would like. And then you click review and schedule, and you just have to make sure that everything looks good from the email and subject and settings perspective. And then you can click schedule, and it is scheduled to go out at the time we picked. So there you have it. That's HubSpot's email marketing tool, where you can beautifully design responsive, personalized emails super easily with the drag and drop builder. Pick the audience list that you want it to be sent to and either send it now, schedule it for a time, or even have it automated based upon their behaviors and actions across anything on your CRM and website. If you have questions, leave them below in the comment section. If you like this video, please feel free to subscribe for more future content to be coming out your way. And we are looking forward to continuing to help you grow your business and up-level your skills on all things go-to-market. Thanks. See ya.